Welcome to the SMI MxM tutorials. Today I will introduce you to the SMI Tables MxM. This MxM provides a very powerful table-style data structure within Medialon. Understanding what is happening in the background of the SMI Tables MxM is crucial to using it to its fullest capability. At its core, all of the data is stored in a series of tables or spreadsheets within the MxM. You define what columns exist within the table and then add or remove rows. Once rows are in the table, you can request data from rows and delete them if they're no longer in use. And as a big plus, you can have as many different tables within the same MxM, but if you'd like, feel free to separate them into different devices. Because of the customization that's available, single Medialon commands can't really provide enough information to manipulate a table. This gap is filled by the concept of a command object. A command object is a grouping of Medialon queues with the same command ID. The MxM compiles all of the queues into the same operation and executes it as though it were one large, complex command. Command objects are used in almost every operation that you do with a table. These operations have the same overall structure. You start with a command type. These commands are create table, insert row, get value, update value, and delete row. This should be the first queue that you specify in a command object. It tells the MxM the foundation information of what you're about to do. Next, you have a command option. These options are essentially parameters to the command type. This includes plus column, plus limit, plus sort, plus value, and plus where. Each of these operations performs slightly differently depending on the command type that was chosen. Finally, you have command execution. These queues allow you to actually execute the entire command object that you have built. Depending on the command object, you may get back no return, a single value, or multiple values. Let's jump into an example. All of your tables are defined within Medialon queues, so the first thing that we need to do is add queues to create a table. We'll start making our command object by placing a create table queue into the task, giving our table a name of people and an ID of 1. I want to add columns to my currently empty table, so I'm going to put in plus columns commands, one for each of the columns that I want to add. All of these queues have the same command ID of 1. Now that it knows I'm creating a table, and it also knows which columns to make in it, I will execute the command object with an execute to single command. Our table has been made. If we look at the device variables, we can confirm that the table exists. Adding data to the table is just as easy. We will make an insert row command, specify a few plus value options, and execute. Getting data out of the table starts with a get value command. Specify a plus column option to pick which column you'd like to get. Putting in more than one plus column option will return multiple columns. This is when you would use an execute to multiple command. So far, these commands have retrieved all rows from the table. We can filter our results by providing a plus where option. With a plus where, you provide a column name and a condition that the column must meet in order to be returned. For example, you could request the names of everyone who is over 20 years old. The tables themselves have no sense of order of the rows they return. However, you can provide sort options with a plus sort option to sort either ascending, descending, or random. The plus limit option will limit the number of rows you want returned. The random sort combined with a limit of 1 is a quick way to get a single random item from the table. Updating information in the table can be tricky. Every update is global to the entire table unless you filter it. Adding plus where options will restrict the update to only the rows you want. The command object will contain update value, plus where, and execute to single commands. Deleting rows is similar to the update value command. All rows will be deleted unless you specify exactly which rows you want to remove through a plus where command. Command objects let you quickly get information into and out of tables while still working within the Medialon environment. There are other commands within the MxM to help with other features. Add column to table will let you add a column to an existing table. Batch insert will automatically insert multiple rows and columns of data at the same time. Delete table will delete a table from the MxM. This is not recoverable. Save backup will save a backup file of all the data to a location you specify. Update row order is an advanced command to assist you with playlist functionality, and update schema updates the device variables to reflect the current table's data structure. As you can see, the SMI Tables MxM is a quick way to store a multitude of persistent data. With the flexibility of updating values and retrieving information in a quick and concise manner, this MxM can be used for system logging, preset functionality, or any other type of data storage. If you have questions, please visit us at smart-monkeys.com.